So, Maura, can you give us an example of how you supported a client obtain their visa here in Ireland?
Yeah, so recently I had a successful application involving the spouse and minor child of a non EEA national. So in this case, it was an Indian citizen. So the wife had previously lived in Ireland with her husband, who was residing here at that time on a critical skills employment permit, and then had become pregnant and went back to India to have the child with the care and comfort of her family at home. And then we assisted in applying for the visa for her and their child now to come back and reside with their husband and father in Ireland. And we had another one recently where it was actually an application that was made. The applicants themselves had applied at first instance, and again it was the spouse and child, this time of an Irish citizen, and they came to us after their initial application was refused. So we see this happen quite often where, so for in this case it was a couple where they were married, but they had previously been in relationships. They got together later in life. They had been in marriages prior to that. They had children from those marriages. One of the children then was seeking to come with the spouse to join the Irish citizen in Ireland. And I suppose people don't necessarily realise that in these situations you need more documentation and more explanation than simply what's set out on the Immigration Service Delivery website. And we were able to address, the legal findings in the initial decision and get them a successful outcome on appeal. So in those situations, it is really important, I suppose, that you're getting the proper legal advice from somebody who, has knowledge of the policies, the case law, the precedents, and really the constitutional and potentially, European Union, like European Charter and European Convention of Human Rights, rights that are engaged. Because even though, look, it's not, you don't have an entitlement to reside with your family member, it is still important that those factors are mentioned in your appeal.